All right. So, good morning, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. And what we're looking at this morning is looks like oil is on a stronger intraday downtrend amidst medium-term downtrend. Already robo. Oh, wow. Okay.
Can you tell me if this fixes it? Yeah? Okay. Clear? Any crackling or breaking up? Carl's like, audio bad. Carl really stretching, trying to use his brain this morning. Audio bad. Fire bad. Oh, Jesus. All right. Good. Good morning, Reanimated Mind, everybody out there. Hope you had a good weekend. So, yes, oil is in a downtrend. It's been in a downtrend for the last 2 months. About 2 months. And but this morning, it started a little intraday downtrend. So we're getting possibly we may head to make new recent lows on oil today. Looking to break $90.50 a barrel. Right now we're at 94, 93, it hit 93.50 even. That can drag the whole market down, and so that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the Qs, the S&P 500 and the Dow all correcting a bit based on that move in oil. However, Tesla is up against the trend this morning. So providing some support in the market. Meanwhile, we see gold popping up to pre-market highs, sitting at about 1790 now, almost back to 1800. Let's take a look at that on the daily chart. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a pullback in a downtrend to me. So it's going to have to get all the way up and over 1880 to really change sentiment. It won't change sentiment until that point. Oops, looks like we got a mark on our screen here. Clear viewers drawings. There we go. And looking elsewhere here, we've got we should take a look at Bitcoin's at 23,200. Over the weekend got close to 24,000, I believe. Yes. And it's following the growth markets as it should. Crackling your AirPods. Is this mic working, guys? Is it nice and smooth, or are we getting some crackling? Okay. All right. So what we can expect today, let's go over to the Qs, is we've definitely been on a multi-day run last week. Thank you, Reanimated Mind. Went on a multi-day run last week, and that extended us in this rally, and we might be looking for excuses to slow down and have some consolidation and pull back. The S&P 500, for example, is right into a congestion range. Everybody in the S&P 500 in a congestion range right now. So that will provide some resistance. And if the Qs can't pick up the slack, then we'll just see the Qs just sort of follow along and follow suit. So this could be a consolidation week. Watch the volume, every day on each stock and on each index to see if any pullbacks are hard pullbacks or if they're just soft pullbacks. If they're hard pullbacks, it could be a shift in sentiment, in directional sentiment, in trend, and we might be going back to lows. But as of the moment, it looks like that is going to be what this week is going to be like, consolidation week. Now, I do have in the back of my mind the idea that could be a head fake, and that we could then blast through Friday's high and continue, with this trend, this sentiment trend we've been on for the last couple of days, which seems to just eschew any economic information to the otherwise, and continues to not want to give anybody cheap entrance into any of the stocks out there. There's just no reason really to discount anything any further, is what seems to be the psychology on the market right now. That if you missed it, too fucking bad. I'm not giving you a better price. Good luck. Best wishes, goodbye, au revoir. And even though the economy may still be in a recession, it's that we've already discounted everything that we could think about as far as the recession is concerned. Does that mean the market can't go down more? Nope. Does that mean there couldn't be some surprises that kick our ass later? Nope, there definitely could be. So don't just blindly assume anything. But we're going to take it a day at a time. And it looks like right now that the low is in and is behind us. And it's been fully discounted out. And now we're no longer discounting the future as a negative, but as a positive. So we flipped. And we're now thinking, okay, what do I need to get in? So presuming this is the bottom, what do I need to get in so that, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, I'm sitting pretty. And that's what's happening across the market. All right, we got 1 minute until the market opens. AEMD just popped a couple of minutes ago. Some more AEMD. The trade is on over there. We also have action from GOVX and are watching SIGA. And HKD could blast past highs of almost 500. And if it does, we'll probably try to test 600 today. So that sounds like a lot to go from 500 to 600. But just think of it as going like from $5 to $6 or from 50 cents to 60 cents. It's really not that big of a fucking deal anymore. Like, when GME had popped, that was the big move. And now it's just leftovers. However, maybe HKD goes to 1200. We don't know. But 500 to 600 is 16%. It's really not a mega move anymore. But we know as a beast, HKD can move and grab the attention and the momentum. And here we go. So we'll see what happens. I would say keep an eye on HKD and GOVX. Looking at a couple of alerts here. All right, the market has opened. No real surprises yet. I did just get a breakout on something. Tesla breaking over the pre-market high of 909. That's a trade on Tesla to the upside with a stop around 905 or 900. So about $10 of risk. Yeah, Ben, I think that's pretty much where everyone's at too. I think that's, the thought on the market. Oil just broke low, pre-market low. That is dragging the market down. So far, value and industrials are holding, but growth is dropping. So all your growth trades, you might want to de-risk on those or hedge if you have any. Am I the only one who's got leeches? down the wrong air pipe there. Boy, Airbnb is just kicking my ass. I'm going to have to scale off that a little bit. Oil still dropping, hit 92.88, and that is dragging the growth market down. And now S&P 500 breaking lows, pre-market lows, and following suit. So the whole market dropping along with oil, everything broad-based. So that pretty much puts an end to the rally and puts in a pullback week. So get all out, stay in cash, wait for green over red day, which could happen Thursday, Friday, maybe next week. This week is looking like a consolidation week, pullback week. GOVX kind of crapping out. MGAM, yes, MGAM moving. We are looking to see if it can make it all the way to 1969, which is the pre-market high. TNXP, guys, TNXP also moving with some momentum. We are almost 5 minutes into the session, and that's when we can get some of our first swing trade alerts. The market now bouncing off of the bottom. Tesla pushing up regardless. And, well, it made a high of 912. It's at 906 right now. With a risk to 900. You're still in that trade, and now it's at 907. Amazon and Apple bounced off the bottom. TNXP looks like it's ready to pop. TNXP. And there goes MGAM. HKD's crapping out. You don't want to be in that one. So is PGY. Let's see what can happen with this bounce here. Oh boy, Tesla just really took off, you guys. Hit 915, and that was an institutional purchase. That was just a massive purchase. Some institution is just not having it. They're taking this price, and they're going to run with it. VRAX is halted to the downside, by the way, says Camille. Yeah, let me get a zoom up on that because I'm not noticing SIGA doing anything too special. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, if it breaks that pre-market pivot of 1950, that will be good. MGAM really booking now. Looks like it's going to break that $20 point. MGAM. MGAM at 1930, 1940. Looks like it wants to break 20. Not sure, but Alpha might be in the trader lounge also. Yes, trying to set you up for money. Chart targets. Okay, so Alpha is talking in the live trader lounge. I think if you want to catch up with his trades. All right, the QQQ is now up and over the open. So green on the day. Growth is now green on the day. Oil did not make that much of a bounce. The S&P 500 also did not make that much of a bounce. Neither did the industrials. But growth says we're buying. We're buying this dip. And Tesla hit 921 now, roughly. AEMD is breaking out. It's at $1.72 now. MGAM and AEMD, looks like possibly TBLT is on the move. Yes, TBLT coming up, and it's going to try and break 9. Keep an eye on HKD and PGY. Those were very hot last week and could provide a little inner trade. The Q's about to make another new high on the day in the open market, but not higher than they were Friday. Not yet. It's an interesting open. For sure. It's definitely mixed. Consumer staples are very green this morning, and utilities. So defensives. I don't know if that's going to hold up as possibly the Q's growth heats up. Okay, AEMD is back to almost 160 after hitting 172. MGAM back to 1830 after breaking 20. So that was a full-on fake out. GOVX not happy. TNXP ripping down below neckline at $2. It's now $1.97. So that would be an exit signal or a short signal. If you follow the pivot point path of victory, then you might still be in a couple of these, which are just doing some consolidating. The S&P 500 just made a new high. So did the Dow and the Qs. The market is ripping up now, and oil about to get up and over pre-market pivot as well. So there's a positive shift on the market. Things are moving up. And it looks like utilities and staples leading the way. So defensives and value. But that might slow down here as growth overtakes value and defensives. And we are almost on the Qs. We're almost up and over Friday's close, which closed very close to Friday's high. But that would definitely be the first milestone. A level to break. Meanwhile, Tesla's at 926. The Tesla trade was alerted 927. I think, I'm sorry, July 27th, I believe. And there's a pop on TBLT. It's at 912, 913. $915, and now it's pulled back to $891. Yeah, very mixed. So if you're looking at that open, and you can see how it was really mixed. The S&P 500 moving one way, the Qs moving one way, gold, oil, consumer staples, everybody kind of doing their own thing. On those days, don't mess with your position. If you have positions, give them 10 minutes. Don't give them just the ordinary 5 minutes. Give them 10 minutes. See what's going to really go on. Something I've learned over the years. On a mixed open, give your positions time to get the market time to settle. TBLT at 892. Jack, I believe you said you're all in cash, or do you have any positions at this point? The market now getting extended, like this rally is getting extended. So the risk goes up that you'd be getting in at the end of a short little run. And so, but when you do want to get in is here, like last week. on Tuesday, Friday, Thursday, on Wednesday, whenever you can get a candle which goes above one of the prior highs, because the market is getting into pretty good shape here. Oops. The market's getting into pretty good shape. It's getting up and over the 50 moving average. I don't have that on the screen right now, but they're closing, prices are closing up and over the 50 moving average, which is a great sign of strength. And we've got higher highs and higher lows for a month and a half now. It is time to get into positions, but I would recommend that the next entry be on a consolidation pullback, and then when it breaks back into the uptrend. So that's the way to handle that. And you can start very soft, you know. So in case it doesn't work, you don't get killed. And if it works, then you've got some profit, some working capital to subsidize your next trades, and you know, you can start building on that. Tesla, for example, was a good alert on Wednesday last week, and it continues to be one of the strong ones today, totally ignoring what's going on and just running with the wind. And Amazon seems to be doing well as well. And Apple's getting into good shape again, into good position. Blink just signaled an entry. Blink charging more so than plug. So if you were stalking that and looking for an entry, Blink, BLNK, for a swing trade. Rebecca says VRAX is coming back up. About $1 of risk on Blink. Maybe a smidge more. Hertz continuing from our entrance on, well, I believe it was Thursday, but it could have been Friday. In any event, it is continuing that move today, up and over prior highs. HTZ, Hertz, swing trade. Not an entry. Just good progress. Looks like TBLT is finding some support at 9. And with that support, it is now trying to run and break 919 high of the day. And I have no other growth alerts, high growth stock alerts yet. But they probably are lurking out there. And we got to watch out again when the market is this extended in in your entries, but it doesn't necessarily mean not to take an entry. There goes Tesla. Tesla now hitting 928, 928.50. The alert on Tesla was, I believe, on Wednesday. Let me take a look. Yeah, Wednesday at 8:09, and we're now at 9:31. Does 15% gains and 125 points of gain on Tesla. And SPY with just a big spike there. I think that probably came a bit from Tesla. What a run. It's a high fly ball. Deep into the... Looks like Roku deciding to break up on Friday's earnings release range to potentially fill the gap from 68 to 77.5. It may be on a journey to fill the gap. PGY, you guys, PGY is now making a move. Went from 21 low to 25. PGY is making a move. The market just turned nice and sweet there. And you got to be on top of your re-entries. Oh, HKD is making the move. JR has caught it. It's up and over 400. We're definitely getting a move from HKD. The earth is trembling. Did it halt? It might have halted. Excuse me. Yeah, it must have halted.
Alert.
The Qs are up and over the close of Friday, and they're about to break the highs of Friday. So that's a really excellent signal from the Qs. Very interesting that we're going to go and extend this market some more. It's a real lockout. And let me go take a look at that. And there it is. We are now up and over Friday's high on growth. It is broad. Just about every sector is up that I'm looking at. Double checking. Yes, I'd say healthcare is probably the weakest. But oddly enough, staples very strong, along with consumer discretionary. Haven't seen that. Haven't seen that combo where you have some weakness in some sectors, such as base materials, energy, and healthcare, and staples and discretionary moving at the same time up. Meanwhile, oil is just going sideways. Next support for TBLT. Is that a question? You want to put a question mark after that, if just to make sure I know that's a question. But the next support for is 866. I mean, we don't want to break 866 or yeah, even like 880. I want to stay above 880 on TBLT. Okay, HKD is trading again. Opened around 400. Hitting 399, 393. And, so many eyes are on HKD. It's at 375. TBLT currently holding up pretty strong, and PGY hit 2740. PGY looking good. Boy, this could be PGY's day. It is about to pop Friday's high, and that'd be blue sky breakout. And the S&P 500, the Qs, and the Dow now making a new high of the day. Boom, right there. Not seeing that same reaction from Tesla, but we are getting a lot from out of Apple and Amazon. PGY just hit 2760-ish, 65. No, JR, apparently you weren't listening earlier when I was talking about that. And also, we had an entire class about that. And I've talked about it a couple of times in the morning market streams also. So, what time do you usually come to the morning streams? Because I definitely tackled this exact interesting conundrum about the market going up while we have the recession in front of us. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you just weren't listening at the moments I was talking about it. But the recession has been completely priced into the market. Are you aware of something that anybody else is not aware of? The market's completely discounted what we understand. No one's surprised if the recession numbers come in as recession. We all know that. So the market's already there. It already was there. 6 weeks ago, we hit the bottom. We priced in all the worst possibilities. It's already been priced in. Now we understand that, and now everyone's buying up the market in anticipation for waiting, 6 months to 1 year for the full rebound. And they're scooping up all the prices at good prices because they already are envisioning the future as up. You see? So it's called front running, and we did a whole class about it. The market's always front running. That's why it stumbles. That's why it gets ahead of itself, trips, and then pulls back. The market's always front running. It's like, I think it's worth this. I think it's worth this. And then you're like, well, that might be too much. And then suddenly, reverses. It's interesting. I have been talking about it a lot. HKD is now at 454. What is that? 454, 455, 448. So it seems like it wants to pop 500, and it's going for it. $470 on HKD. You sold TBLT at 916. Good idea. Yeah, absolutely. Well done. Very good. HKD drop. Well, it is doing well now. No. In fact, it just briefly touched, what was that? 485 just a moment ago. 485, but it's at 463 right now. Got it right here in the middle box. I can zoom up even a little bit more. This one, HKD. It's hard to see. I know it's hard to see. But maybe you can see green, and green is good. Green is good. It's good. And the S&P 500 is now up and over Friday's close for the S&P 500. Same with the Dow. But the Qs are already leading the way. Growth is already leading the way. SPY-G already leading the way up and over Friday's highs. So everybody else is just catching up. You guys remember BWV? That looks like that is really crapped out. Is really putting in a crapping out chart. And the SP 500 and the Qs making a new high right now. Very nice. Tesla not. But Randy, man, I need more. I actually need more screens too. I need a screen where I can watch every stock on the S&P 500. I need that in one grid. And I need a screen where I can watch every stock on the Qs. That would be very helpful. You'd be surprised at how necessary that is. Sounds unnecessary, but it'd be very helpful, very useful. HKD now at 424. AMD, let's see. Yeah, AMD looking good. Let me see, Qualcomm. Yeah, AMD looking better than Qualcomm right now. AMD, as far as this short-term trend goes, AMD, but it's already almost over, so I wouldn't necessarily get in, except for unless you wanted to day trade that one. Nvidia, not as good. Micron, on. AMD, on. On's looking pretty damn good. ON. It has earnings. Had earnings this morning. Is that correct? Yes, it's reported earnings this morning and it was favorable. So there may be a trade on, but I'd be cautious about putting positions on right now on the 5th day of a rally. It's a 5th rally day right now on the market. So, it becomes more and more probable that it's the end. Higher risk to get in. Lower probability that it's going to work out. So that's just a situation you just would rather size down on, take a low risk on, or not risk at all. Do you look at the heat map? Carl, do I look at the heat map? Not too much. Sometimes I have it up. But no, more I need to see specifically what stocks might be moving. I guess a heat map might do that. Let me take a look at the, which one? The FinViz heat map? But the FinViz one is 20 minutes delayed, so you have to get the premium subscription if you want that. Why is that? FinViz has been really weird about that. Okay, maps. There we go. I go full. See, but that, well, there you go, yeah. SP 500. Tesla definitely strongest. Also Target, we're getting some strength from Target. Dollar General. So some retail. Dexcom, DXCM. FedEx having a very good day. And Dollar Tree along with Dollar General. Walmart. Everything but Monster energy drinks doing well in consumer defensives right now. Okay, HKD hanging out around 450. PGY. TBLT still holding a bit strong. SIGA is failing out. Roku continuing to fill the gap. And the Q's making new high. All right, and with that, let's move over to the live trader lounge or the member chat area in the trading group. I believe we're pretty much up to date here and got this market figured out. All right, catch everybody in there. You bet. Oh yeah, much better for you today? Oh good. I hope you just recoup that. That'd be great, or some of it. All right, good job, You must have figured out what went wrong. Feel free to send me, some screenshots.